Thank you very much for agreeing to this interview with us at the FII Institute TV.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I will start with something personal. I hope you don't mind. Tell me about your childhood. How has it shaped you into the person you are today?
Yeah, okay, so my childhood, I grew up between South America and Africa. I was born in El Salvador, then moved to Bangladesh, then Colombia, and then DRC. And not only moving, but I have a French mother, a German father, and I started studying in Europe only at the age of 18. And after Europe, I moved to the US, started working in the US, and then after New York, moved back to France. I was asked to go back to France to work. And so I've been moving a lot.
So moving a lot and learning about different cultures, different languages. What did you have to learn about becoming a Rothschild?
So I think becoming a Rothschild, I think what was interesting about it is one, addressing legacy. I think not facing legacy with that type of a name is complicated. And again, addressing legacy is not just a passive way of looking at the past, but it's really how do you get inspired from past generations to maybe be up to their level or re-challenge what was done then. The resilience, the diversity of the people in this family. You've had artists, researchers, because everybody always focuses on the financial side of this family. Amazing philanthropists, amazing collectors. And so I think it's a very inspiring family in terms of the richness and the diversity. And I think as well, it's one of the few families that has lasted over 7 generations. And I think to the question that people always ask me is how do you go through 7 generations? I think is a frame of mind of always re-questioning what you're doing and thinking very long term. So it's always the balance between past, present, future, which I think is quite fascinating in this family.
Do you feel a certain sense of duty?
Very heavy duty, very heavy duty, because as I said, I think the weight or the inspiration of the past is very heavy in this family. So I think it's very difficult to pretend it didn't exist. So you have to face it at some point in time. I personally was always very inspired by a lot of the past generation, and I think that's the way you're also rebuilding the life going forward.
Let's move to business. Is it sometimes challenging to combine this sense of tradition and the years behind with a sense of modernity and moving forward?
Actually, I think it's quite the contrary for several reasons. One, again, because I think the DNA of this family through generations has been to the capacity to reinvent yourself. And I was talking earlier about resilience, and I think these are 2 very important factors, especially in fast-moving and fast-changing markets. And on the contrary, I think having a very solid base, a very solid, I would say, family DNA is absolutely a plus. All the more when things are so volatile, like we are seeing the past years.
As the first woman, if I'm not mistaken, on the head of the group, what it is you want to leave as your legacy in terms of business and both philanthropy?
In terms of legacy, I really think one, I always say, is give the example that if you want to make it, you can make it. It's a lot of hard work. And I always think is a great privilege to be opening doors. So to be the first, I think is an amazing privilege. And I have 4 daughters, and when they were little, I was always joking and saying, well, it's going to be a strictly female-led companies at large, showing the way to many young ladies or emerging entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs. I think is a fantastic privilege.
What philanthropic projects are especially close to your heart?
we are, as you know, very active in philanthropy in different continents, different countries, different thematics. So maybe I'll pick two that I think are very illustrative of what we do. One is the eye hospital that we have in France. So it's a very high-level hospital specialized in eye, ear, and brain. I think it's amongst the best hospitals in France. So that's really one field in our philanthropy that I'm very attached to. And the other one is a program we put into place for women-only doctorate program. It was in Israel. And I think what I really love about the project is seeing the variety of female talent, Bedouin, Arab, Jewish, Ethiopian. So we really go and make sure we have the diversity, high talent. Most of these PhDs do postdocs at MIT, at Harvard, at Stanford, best universities. And I feel very strongly about it because if we weren't there to help them, they wouldn't be able to make it because most of them are married, have children, and if it wasn't for that grant, they would be stuck at home, and I think it's fantastic to give them the opportunity to be outstanding talent.
I hear there has also been a very exciting announcement.
Yes, absolutely. I was very happy yesterday to be able to share with all the guests of the FII conference that we finalized the deal with Saudi Arabia. So it's the first debt infrastructure fund, Saudi fund, to finance infrastructure in Saudi Arabia. And I'm very happy because we are partnering with SNB and a local partner, Qatar. And so I'm very happy because we had been working on this for the past year. I think it's a fantastic mix of part of the work from our team, that is one of the best teams in infrastructure debt, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which is really also helping to fulfill the 2030 goals. So I think it's very exciting. And as you know, I go on a yearly basis to Saudi Arabia, and it's really a country very dear to my heart.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.